MJD, like we have done every single week since week 4, we're taking a look at the playoff picture as it stands for the NFC right now. Fans can follow along at NFL.com/playoff picture week to week to see how things shape up after each week's results. Right now, you've got the Panthers and the Cardinals in the playoffs, right?
Yes.
Pretty easy picks there in those divisions. The Vikings, though, a little bit of a surprise. You have them pulling out on the North ahead of the Packers.
No, definitely. They're playing the right ball right now. I know they stumbled against the Packers, Mark. But before that, they were playing well. They went to Atlanta, just destroyed Atlanta in Atlanta. They're playing great ball right now. Adrian Peterson's playing like he's 21. This team is on a roll, and they're playing really good. The number 4 seed, though, is a tough seed to pick.
That's the East, and they're this year's version of the NFC South.
Yeah, you gotta be cool. You gotta be.
I'm just calling a spade, man.
That's where I hear you. Okay.
Who do you have winning the East?
I want to pick the Redskins. I really do.
Currently, they've got the
But
division.
they're 0-5 on the road, and out of their next 5 games, 3 of those on the road, so they're not going to make it. I'm going to go with
You're going back to the Giants.
The G-Men. Right now, we need good Eli to show up, and he does show up in December for the most part. You get a good Eli, Odell Beckham Jr., yeah, defense is playing okay. You get those guys going, they're going to definitely pull it out.
A 5-6 team that does end the season with a game against the Eagles, that one could be important when it comes to who ends up taking that division, if it's them or the Redskins. So you've got the Panthers, Cards, Vikings, and Giants, 2 wild card spots to fill in, though. Who's your 5th team?
It's a tough one, but I have to.
You have to.
Go with the Packers.
So you don't slot them in winning the division, but you give them a wild card.
Well, Aaron Rodgers has stumbled as of late, and so I know they're going to get it back going. They have to get it back going because he's a Cal guy. He's a Bay Area guy, and he's gone through some tough times. You get your receivers back on track. They need to catch the ball when it's thrown to them. That's a big issue we have. Keep that defense off the field, and get your running game going with a newfound Eddie Lacy. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he stepped away from the table or not, but this guy is playing lights out. Whatever you did last week, continue doing that, Eddie, because they need you this week.
Yeah, the schedule doesn't help them out that much, though, because they end the season with games against the Cardinals and the Vikings, so it could be tough if they have got to get one extra win to help them get that 5th wild card spot. Who gets the 6th and final one?
The scariest team after the Panthers in the NFC is the Seattle Seahawks. And the reason I say that is they tend to play really good ball. And right now, something happened in that game against Pittsburgh that we don't like to talk, we don't like to see, but Jimmy Graham gets hurt. And once he got hurt, they went back to the ball that they've been winning Super Bowl with, running the ball, play action pass, Russell Wilson making the correct reads, not trying to force the ball to people. I think because of that, because they didn't know how to handle Jimmy Graham early on, now that he's not there, they can go back to what they're used to doing, getting the ball back. Beast Mode is going to come back in a couple weeks healthy. I think they're going to be a team that's going to make a run, and they will be the scariest team in the NFC come playoff time.
You look at them right now with a 6-5 record. If they do get that 6th and final spot, they will have had to have earned it because their season ends up with games against the Vikings, the Rams, and the Cards. Definitely no walks in the park for them. So if they make it in, it's going to be because they played good football, and they would be a team to watch when it's all said and done. That's the NFC: Panthers, Cards, Vikes, Giants, Packers, and Seahawks. How does the AFC look, though? We'll be talking about it in a minute on NFL Now Live.